They were asked who is the most overrated NFL player. And? Oh, I wanted to see it on the screen, but I guess we should see your reaction instead. Yes, Terrell Owens, 15%. Tony Romo was number 2 at 7%. Here it is. Albert Haynesworth and Mark Sanchez tied there, and Eli Manning. So there's your guy, T.O. There he is. Go ahead.
I have no comment.
You have nothing to say.
I rest my case.
But you know what, Skip? Look at this list. And you know what the deal is. Most of this thing is based off of jealousy, okay?
Jealousy?
Yeah, it is, and I'm going to give you. T.O. because he gets so much attention. He's an aged player who's done a lot of things in the league.
You admit that he's aged?
He's an aged
wow,
player, but he's done a lot. He's done a lot in the league, has a lot of statistics, but he gets a lot of attention for a guy who's at the end of his career. I'll give you that. Tony Romo plays in Dallas. We know he won one playoff game, and Dallas gets all the attention. Albert Haynesworth makes a lot of money, so he's a target, and he hasn't produced.
He hasn't been given a shot to.
And then the last two guys you had are two quarterbacks in New York who get a lot of attention, who get a lot of commercials and money. This list is based from jealousy.
Being overrated?
No,
some of what you're saying. I mean, Tony Romo, for example. You're right. What has he done that has him ranked?
Here's my question on Tony Romo. Who rated him? Who said he was great?
No, but it's based off of the attention he gets because he's a Cowboys starting quarterback, because Eli Manning is the quarterback for the Giants, because Mark Sanchez, who has improved this year. I don't know if you could call him over. He's got off to a great start this year for the Jets.
Because of that, I still say he's overrated.
He's overrated on a second-year quarterback playing as well as he's playing.
Because of who he is, where he is, what he's done so far, even this year.
And you know what? The right word is overexposed. I don't know if overrated. And that's why I think when I look at that list, it's overexposed.
Okay, but you, even in the last year, you still think Terrell Owens is a Pro Bowl caliber?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Well, last year at Buffalo, you thought he would be.
I thought he would help them big time because what was the one thing they lacked, Skip? They didn't have any receivers. They could never score.
They had Lee Evans. Lee Evans is a pretty good receiver, and the thought was with both.
I would have rather had Linda Evans at that point.
Oh, come on. That's not true. That's just not true.
I'm taking my ball and going home.
But they never scored anything, though. I mean, that was a problem.
Well, but it doesn't mean that Lee Evans wasn't a good receiver. I mean, that was thought to be a great threat.
But the point here is that Terrell Owens, at nearly 37 years of age, has only one taker. It's the Cincinnati Bengals. And as soon as he signs, a whole bunch of people jump on the bandwagon and say, that's it, Cincinnati's over the top, they're going to the Super Bowl. A bunch of people picked him. They did. That's why he's overrated, because he's not that guy anymore.
Who do you think is overrated? Is there somebody else who you would put on that list, at the top of that list?
Brett Favre is overrated.
After coming off 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, he's overrated.
Skip, he's won one Super Bowl. I'm just saying, for all the accolades he gets, and I know all the touchdowns he's thrown, he also the all-time leading interception throw, and
he's also 97 years old.
Okay, and also every season ends with an interception by Brett Favre. Every season.
Will Brett Favre be in the Hall of Fame?
Sure he is.
Okay, well then you can't say he's overrated then.
He just played a long time. He played a long time.
Okay, well nobody said Tony Romo's going to the Hall of Fame.
T.O.'s not a Hall of Famer. Skip, will he get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Yes or no? Yes, he will.
He will not.
He will too.
I don't think he will.
He will.
Because
I can't believe you're saying that.
He's team obliterator, and that will be held against him.
You're so jaded about T.O. Look at his numbers. Skip, be fair, be honest about his numbers.
Is he a difference maker? Does he change games?
He was.
I don't think he was. He can run by. He used to be able to run by a cornerback. Occasionally, he can still do that.
He's 37.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Brett Favre's 97. All right, that's going to do it for this part of Third Down.
We're splitting
things up. We're going to split things up. We're going to talk